ReelFruit is the largest dried fruit processing company based in Nigeria. ReelFruit is a 13-year-old business, and our mission has been to buy fresh fruit from farmers, process them into higher value snacks, and sell them within Nigeria and across the world. Over the years, getting access to quality raw material became an increasing challenge for us. And we have traversed the country, meeting farmers at their farms from north to south, east to west, to understand why fruit farming has been in decline in Nigeria. The biggest problem we encountered was that basically it was unprofitable for most farmers to grow their farms and also to introduce new varieties that the market wants. And for us, we saw that as the biggest risk to the company. No matter how much we grow, we cannot grow without our farmers, and we cannot grow if the production of fruit in Nigeria is not growing. So we decided that we would take a leading step and sort of solve this problem by trying to firsthand understand the challenges farmers face and also proffer solutions through, our own demonstration farm, which is our way of basically learning what challenges the farmers are facing and trying to overcome them so that we may teach the farmers and present to them alternative models that help them farm better and also, increase fruit production in Nigeria. So what we're seeing here is basically our passion, our drive to foster and develop fruit farming in Nigeria and solve one of the biggest challenges that we see, which is access to, technical knowledge, to the right skills, to the right information. And for us as a company, we feel that we are best placed as the right partner to farmers to encourage increased fruit production in the country.
My name is Mr. Best. I'm the Deputy CEO of Amleto & Son Nigeria Limited, one of the biggest pineapple farms in Nigeria. The ReelFruit Demonstration Farm is a great and a good initiative, and I know it's going to benefit a lot of farmers because the demonstration farm is intercropping of bananas, mangoes, coconuts, and pineapple. And that alone will allow farmers to maximize the use of their farmland.
This demo farm is around 3,000 square meters, and we've been able to partition the land. There are a lot of activities that we deployed on this land. The first being site selection. We needed to select a land that is suitable for the cultivation. The second is soil sampling and testing. We had to collect core samples that formed our composite soil samples that were taken to the laboratory for analysis. The importance of this is to know the fertility status of this soil. That would help us partition the land, and then we can know where to plant each of these crops, because all these crops has its own fertility requirements in terms of the fertilization and the rest of that. The third is our farm mapping and layout. We needed to map the field, lay it out in such a way that we will get optimum density, because it is important that we maintain spacing while intercropping. We have to source for all our planting materials, for the coconut, for the pineapples, for mango, and then for banana.
Our hope here is to solve majority of the problems we envision and we've heard farmers complain about when it comes to, fruit farming. We see this as a whole kind of end-to-end system that, really helps the farmers with some of the technical gaps that they've experienced over the years. We believe that we'll see this benefit not just us, but other companies in the fruit value chain and just, benefit fruit farming in Nigeria for the long term. Our vision for this demonstration farm is to promote sustainable agriculture by really creating an environment where we can learn the most about how to produce fruit and produce fruit most productively using as minimal resources as possible, meaning that we want to be very efficient with water use, with land use, and really experiment on farming techniques that increase productivity while using less resources. And we hope to scale this across to farmers across the country. And in that way, we will be really promoting sustainable agriculture. We are learning about climate issues. We're learning about diseases that fruit may be prone to, etc. And even understanding the best types of pesticides, as well as the best types of fertilizers to use in the most optimal quantities. So really, the learning from this demonstration farm overall will really support sustainable agriculture.
Meeting ReelFruit specification has been quite demanding, because their required specification is quite high. We've been working on how to improve on how we handle from cultivating to harvesting and to post-harvesting, and how we store our pineapple, because any pineapple that is being affected by sunburn are rejected, which are not allowed. So we work on those things, on how to produce a top quality crop to supply the organization. And I see this as a great opportunity for us. And as a Family and Son Nigeria Limited pineapple farm in Nigeria, we are good, we are great, and we are excited to be part of this great project.
In terms of the short-term strategies we've incorporated here, our plan is to use this farm as the training site for farmers. So short-term goal to help farmers improve their knowledge. And so whilst we do that, we believe that they will be able to replicate this knowledge in their own farm. Of course, while our extension agents will support them, will visit their farm and ensure that what we've taught them, what we've shown them in this land, in this farm, that is what they are actually replicating. So the short term here is to improve their knowledge. And then the long-term strategies that we've incorporated here is we are setting up a lot of infrastructure here, like irrigation, also the right spacing, just to ensure efficiency around the growth of the fruit. We believe that as farmers start to replicate this in their farm, they are able to improve their productivity as well as improve their income. Also for us, this is acting like an R&D farm. That's a research and development farm for us.
As we are planting on site, we are not just testing what grows best in our environment. We are also experimenting how we can replicate this on a larger scale. And if we are successful on replicating this on a larger scale, then it is going to be beneficial to ReelFruit. What it's going to do for us is that it's going to reduce our dependency on external supply of raw material. And then it is also going to give us the chance to monitor and then control the quality of the raw material as we want it, right from planting to harvesting. If we are successful with this project, and then we are also successful replicating it on a larger scale, it's going to provide us with a lot of opportunity to come up with different varieties and then introduce some kind of varieties to the market.
What we are doing here as compared with the traditional way of doing things, as you can see, we have plastic mulch being laid for our pineapples that we are going to plant soon. Plastic mulch is serving as a way of conserving moisture. It's serving as a way of controlling weeds, and then it will also ensure that production and the yield goes up. It actually also will reduce the maturation period of the pineapples. When you look at the coconut, we've chosen 7 by 7 meter spacing, which is going to give it ample space for more production. What we are also going to do is here, our production methods are purely going to be based on regenerative agriculture or sustainable agricultural production. So the focus here is going to be mainly purely on biological processes and cultural processes or cultural activities, as opposed to chemical or pesticide usage. So as you can see, this is then going to be very convenient for the people working here. There are people who are here, and then also conducive for the environment.
This project has really impacted a lot to my skills. I learned new skills. The miscropping of pineapple and mangoes with coconut together. This is a new innovation, because this is the first time I will experience the kind of miscropping. That means a farmer can have like 3 crops or 4 crops on a piece of land, which it has also helped me in case, as an extension agent. If I want to, we deal with local farmers. So if I go to the local area to my farmers, I will be able to impart this knowledge to my farmers. That okay, now as a farmer you can have like 3 different varieties of crops on your piece of land, no matter how the big or the small the land is.
We foresee that the economic benefit of this demonstration farm in the coming years will be huge. We are going to basically be able to deploy the right learnings and techniques to farmers to enable them to earn the most value on their land, and to farm fruit in the most profitable ways. So for us, we see that doing this work and sharing this work with farmers will really help them to become more more profitable and grow their farms really sustainably. And through that, also create a lot of jobs, especially in rural areas, and hopefully especially for young people. So we see the ripple effects of this learning and the work we're doing here today really catalyze fruit farming in Nigeria.